Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Yeah. Okay. Yam dharma karmata vimukta kama. Is that it? No. What is it? 18, okay. Atma japta griha vitta jane shushaktar. Atma japta griha vitta jane shushaktar. Atma japta griya vitta janeshu saktar. Dushprapanaya gunasanga vivarchitaya. Dushprapanaya gunasanga vivarchitaya. Muktatma bisva hridaye paribhavitaya. Muktatma bisva hridaye paribhavitaya. Janatmane bhagavate nama ishvaraya. Janatmane bhagavate nama ishvaraya. Atma japta griha vitta janeshu shaktar. Dushprapanaya gunasanga vivarchitaya. Muktatma bisva hridaye paribhavitaya. Yanatmane bhagavate nama ishvaraya. Atma, the mind and body. Atmaja, sons and daughters. Apta, friends and relatives. Griha, home, community, society, and nation. Vitta, wealth. Janeshu, to various servants and assistants. Shaktai, by those who are too attached. Dushprapanaya, unto you, who are very difficult to achieve. Gunasanga, by the three modes of material nature. Vivarchitaya, who are not contaminated. Mukta Atmabi, by persons who are already liberated. Svaridaye, within the core of the heart. Paribhavitaya, unto you who are always meditated upon. Jnana Atmane, the reservoir of all enlightenment. Bhagavate, under the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Nama, I offer my respectful obeisances. Ishvaraya, under the Supreme Controller. Translation, purport by Srila Prabhupada. My Lord, those who are completely free from material contamination always meditate upon you within the cores of their hearts. You are extremely difficult to attain for those like me who are attached to mental concoction, home, relatives, friends, money, servants, and assistants. You are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, uncontaminated by the modes of nature. You are the reservoir of all enlightenment, the Supreme Controller. I therefore offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Although the Supreme Personality of Godhead comes into the material world, he is unaffected by the modes of material nature. This is confirmed in Ishopanishad, apapa vidam. He is not contaminated. This same fact is described here, guna sangha vivarjitaya. Although the Supreme Personality of Godhead appears as an incarnation within this material world, he is unaffected by the modes of material nature. As stated in the Bhagavad-Gita 9:11, Abhajananti mam mudha manusim tanam ashritam. Foolish men with insufficient knowledge deride Personality of Godhead because he appears just like a human being. Therefore, the Supreme Personality of Godhead can be understood only by the muktatma, liberated soul. Muktatma be swaridhyaya paribhavitaya. Only the liberated person can constantly think of Krishna. Such a person is the greatest of all yogis. Yoginam api sarvesham madgaten antaratmana shraddhavan bhajate yomam same yuktatamo mata. Of all yogis, he who always abides in me with great faith, worshiping me in transcendental service, is most intimately united with me in yoga and is the highest of all. Bhagavad-Gita 6:47. Atma ma japta grihavitta janeshu shaktar dushprapanaya gunasanga vivarjitaya muktatma bis hridaye paribhavitaya janatmane bhagavate nama ishvaraya. Om Ajnana Tamanandasya Jananjana Salakaya Chaksurunmanitam Nena Ve Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swa Padantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Parakamalam Shri Yukta Parakamalam Shri Guru Snamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathang Vitam Tang Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Parita Shri Vishakanvitam Tam Krishna Dinabandhu Jagapate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namakate Tapta Kanchana Gaurange Radhe Vrindavaneshware Vishabhanu Sute Devi Manamami Hari Hare. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shvasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So Gajendra, continuing his prayers to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Gajendra is in a very great predicament. He's fighting for his life. Yes, the crocodile has him in his grips. He's in the water too, where the crocodile is stronger. The elephant's not so strong in the water. So he's losing. He's losing the battle. Such great fortune, Gajendra. From his last life, it says he was a devotee by the name of Indrajumna. And from that last life, he's remembering the prayers to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Prabhupada had stated that it behooves us to learn many verses and get them deep in our consciousness and see what happens to Gajendra. Even last life, now he's remembering, it comes up. Because the mind goes with us. We know when we leave this body, we've seen the gross body stays behind. It's the body of earth, water, fire, ether. But the mind, intelligence, and our ego, our false egos, go to the next life. Krishna compares it like the aroma. Like you have a nice flower garland, you smell the aroma. You can't see it, but you smell it. So the soul is subtle like that. You can't see it. So the mind goes. The mind came with us for our whole sojourn in this material world. The mind has all these things in there, stocked up. And all our bad tendencies also have come with us. So this is the process we're undergoing, the Cheto Darpana Marjanam, to cleanse the cores of our hearts. Just like it's saying here in the verse, those who are completely freed from material contamination always meditate upon you from the cores of their hearts. Sometimes in the Kirtan Mela, you always say, chant from the heart. This is how we have to pray to the Lord, with feeling, from the hearts. Because that's where the Lord is situated, that's where also we are situated. So, the purport, Prabhupada's describing how Krishna, he comes to this material world, and we know Krishna is transcendental completely. He creates the material world, so how can he be under the influence of this material world? He says, Maya jakshena prakriti suyate satcharacharam. This material nature is working under my direction. Over and over and over in the Bhagavad-Gita, Krishna is declaring his supremacy. So, how could he be affected? Prabhupada gives the example too of the prison. The warden, the man, whoever's in charge of the prison, he's not under the control. He can't think he's a prisoner. He controls a prison. Also, there's an example there of the sun. The sun shines. Very powerful. It can purify even the urinal, purifies it. And the sun's not affected. What to speak? Krishna, he creates the sun. So this is the first point. He appears as incarnation material. He's unaffected by the modes of material nature. Foolish men deride him. And only the liberated person can think of Krishna. It's another verse, Yesham Twantakatam Papam. It says that persons who have acted piously in previous lives and in this life, whose sinful actions are completely eradicated, they can engage in my service with determination. So again, the more we become purified, the more we can constantly think of Supreme Personality Godhead constantly. So we aspire to become, like this verse, Krishna says, Yogi Nam Api Sarvesham, the greatest yogi. The greatest yogi is not a mystic yogi. It's not a jnana yogi. The greatest yogi is a bhakti yogi. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. He's the greatest yogi. And we go through the stages of devotional service. There's first Shraddha, Aldo Shraddha. We hear something. We come to vibration of the pure devotee. We hear it. Just like Srila Prabhupada, he came to New York. Topmost Paramahamsa coming to New York. So he just, what did he do? He went to Tompkins Square Park and he just chanted. And that vibration The holy name has started, and look what has happened. It's the exalted nature of Srila Prabhupada that this whole movement has come from chanting Hare Krishna mantra. Prabhupada says he never chanted to get an audience. He doesn't care about the audience. He chanted just for Krishna's pleasure. A pure devotee just chants for Krishna's pleasure. He doesn't chant for any personal motivation. Prabhupada said, I'm prepared to chant even if nobody was there, just for Krishna's pleasure. And Prabhupada was, in his poem, he said, why have you brought me here? Of course, Prabhupada went on the order of his spiritual master, but he's thinking, how are these people going to take your message? But he knew the formula also. He said, if they simply hear the vibration, he said, therefore, please make my words suitable, so they will be benefited. Because Krishna says, Shrinvata Svakata Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtana Rajatang Sto Yabhadrani Vidino Deeds Ritsatam. By hearing the vibration from the Paramahamsa, by hearing this vibration, it's very, very powerful. We cannot estimate the power of the holy name. It's there's one story I'd like to read. Panchagoda Prabhu asked me, because also it's the week of the holy name, so we're describing some glories of the holy name. There's one story I'd like to read in the Chaitanya Chaitamrita. It's brief, but it's very instructive. Lord Chaitanya, I think he was touring South India, and he came, I'll just read the translations here. After seeing the deity of Lord Ramachandra, the descendant of King Raghu, the Lord offered his prayers and obeisances. Then a Brahmana invited the Lord to take lunch. That Brahmana constantly chanted the holy name of Ramchandra. Indeed, but for chanting Lord Ramachandra's holy name, the Brahmana did not speak a word, completely absorbed in Lord Ramachandra's name. That day, Lord Chaitanya remained there and accepted prasad at his house. After bestowing mercy upon him in this way, the Lord proceeded ahead. At the holy place known as Skanda Kshetra, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited the temple of Skanda. From there he went to Trimata, where he saw the Vishnu deity Trivikram. After visiting the temple of Trivikram, the Lord returned to Siddhavata, where he again visited the house of the Brahmana, who was now constantly chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So he's always chanting Lord Ramachandra's name. Mahaprabhu comes and goes to visit a few places, a pilgrimage, comes back. Now he's just chanting Hare Krishna mantra. So he took lunch here again. After finishing his lunch there, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked the Brahmana, my dear friend, kindly tell me what is your position now? Formerly you were constantly chanting the holy name of Lord Ram. Why are you now constantly chanting the holy name of Krishna? The Brahmana replied, this is all due to your influence. After seeing you, I have lost my lifelong practice. From my childhood, I have been chanting the holy name of Lord Ramachandra. But upon seeing you, I chanted the holy name of Lord Krishna just once. Since then, the holy name of Krishna has been tightly fixed upon my tongue. Indeed, since I have been chanting the holy name of Krishna, the holy name of Lord Ramachandra has gone far away. From my childhood, I have been practicing this chanting and have been collecting the glories of the holy name from revealed scriptures. And he quotes a verse. It's a famous verse. Ramante yogino nante satchananda chidatmani iti rama padena so param brahma padiyate. Supreme Absolute Truth is called Rama because transcendentalists take pleasure in the unlimited true pleasure of spiritual existence. The word Krish is the attractive feature of the Lord's existence, and Na means spiritual pleasure. When the verb Krish is added to the affix Na, it becomes Krishna, which indicates the absolute truth. As far as the holy name of Rama and Krishna are concerned, they are on an equal level. But for further advancement, we receive some specific information from revealed scriptures. Another famous verse, Rama Rameti Rameti, Rami Rami Manorami, Sahasranama Bistuyam Rama Nama Varanane. Lord Shiva addressed his wife Durga as Varanana and explained, I chant the holy name of Ram, 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 and thus enjoy this beautiful sound. This holy name of Ramachandra is equal to 1,000 holy names of Lord Vishnu. Another verse, Sahasranam Nam Punyanam, Tri Avrita Tuyatpalam, Ekavrita tu Krishnasya, Nama Ekam, Tat Prayachjate. The pious results from chanting the 1,000 holy names of Vishnu 3 times can be attained by only one utterance of the holy name of Krishna. So, Lord Rama's name equals 1,000 Lord Vishnu's name. Lord Krishna's name equals 3,000 Lord Vishnu's name. According to this statement of Shastras, the glories of the holy name of Krishna are unlimited. Still I cannot chant his holy name. Please hear the reason for this. My worshipful Lord has been Lord Ramachandra, and by chanting his holy name I received happiness. Because I received such happiness, I chanted the holy name of Lord Ram day and night. By your appearance, Lord Krishna's holy name also appeared, and at that time the glories of Krishna's name awoke in my heart. The Brahmana concluded, Sir, you are that Lord Krishna himself. This is my conclusion. Saying this, the Brahmana fell down at the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. After showing mercy to the Brahmana, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left the next day and arrived at Vritakashi, where he visited the temple of Lord Shiva. So, this is Mahaprabhu's appearance in the Kali Yuga. It's predicted, right? Krishna Varnam Tusha Krishnam Sango Pangat Triparchajam Nagnai Sankirtana Prayar Yajantihi Samerasa. Mahaprabhu came to inaugurate the chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra, and it's also stated, we know, Kali Yuga is an ocean of faults. There's nothing really good about Kali, but there's one good quality, right? Kirtanad eva Krishnasya mukta sangha brahmajet. Krishnasya, it says. Kirtanad eva Krishnasya. Doesn't say Durgasya, Shivasya, Kalisya, Krishnasya. In accordance with Mahaprabhu's instruction. Kirtaniya Sadahari. Chant the holy name of Krishna. So how long does it take to chant the Sahasranam of Lord Vishnu? Anyone know? 1,000 names of Lord Vishnu? It takes 20, 25 minutes, I think, at least, to chant 1,000 names of Lord Vishnu. So you chant 1,000 names of Lord Vishnu, or you can say Rama. It's the same. Or you could say Krishna, and it's... So one Hare Krishna mantra, it's like chanting hours and hours and hours of Lord Vishnu's names. This is the power of the Hare Krishna mantra. Because Kali Yuga, we need the most potent remedy we can get. Lord Krishna has given us holy name. That if we chant it, again, we need to chant it properly. We need to qualify ourselves to chant it. And this is it's stated, Golokera Premadana Harinam Sankirtan. It's direct from Krishna Loka, this holy name of Lord Krishna. And that's Hare Krishna. We didn't even say the glories of Hare. We're just talking Krishna and Rama. What to speak of the glories of holy name of Srimati Radharani? Inconceivable. The potency of the Hare Krishna mantra. But again, we have to qualify. Therefore, at the time of initiation, we're instructed in, what are we instructed in? 10 offenses, isn't it? There's 10 offenses to chant the holy name. Just like Prabhupada gives the example, we can go in some places, in Bengal, maybe here too, there's the snake charmers, right? You can go and get the snake charmer mantra, you can purchase it, but snake charmer will tell you the mantra, but you have to become qualified to chant that mantra. You can't just go get it and the snakes are going to be controlled. So there was one in Lucknow, there was Prabhupada gave him one class, he said in Lucknow there was a few snake biting incidents in one college there, and people died from the snake bite. So they called in a snake charmer, And the snake charmer came with a bunch of snakes, and he chanted the mantras, and he captured the snakes. And so the students there, they said, oh, they were doubtful. They said, oh, your snakes are, they don't have teeth. This is just a fake. There's no power in your mantras. So then he said, yes, there's power. So he let the snakes go in the room. And everyone was very fearful, screaming and getting up out of the way. And the snake charmer said, don't worry. As long as they're under my spell, they won't bite you. So this is a power. Prabhupada said, this is a material mantra. You can control powerful venomous snakes. This is just a material mantra. And then we know from the story from the Mahabharata, also in Srimad Bhagavatam, there's the Brahmastra, the powerful Brahmastra weapon, also a material mantra. That's not a spiritual mantra. This is for warfare. They have now all the nuclear weapons, but they don't know this fine science, the Brahmastra. The Maharaj Pariksit also, he was Ashwatthama, right? Drew the Brahmastra at Maharaj Pariksit in the womb of Uttara, and Krishna protected. So it said when these Brahmastras go, it's felt all over the universe from the Brahmastra, not just the earth. The Brahmastra is so powerful, the universe becomes heated up. Again, these are material mantras. So back to the Hare Krishna mantra. Just imagine the power of the Hare Krishna mantra. It has the potency to take us from the lowest position, the level of Jagai and Madai, to the topmost level in the one life. Srila Prabhupada often said, don't wait for another life. Finish your business this life. So this is the power, the 10 offenses. We should, and also Krishnadas Kaviraj, such a great Vaishnava, personally initiated by Supreme Lord himself, I think by Nityananda Prabhu. What's he say about himself? He says, I'm lower than the worms in stool. Anyone who says my name becomes degraded. This is Krishnadas Kaviraj. Is this his position? No, he's the most exalted. Prabhupada said, Chaitanya Chaitamrita, one of the most wonderful literatures ever written. And this is Kaviraj Goswami's mentality. And Kaviraj Goswami gives us a hint. He says, you always keep one verse around your neck. Anyone know that verse? Chanadapi sunichena, Tarori Vazvishna, Manina Manadita Kirtana Yasada. This is his key. This is his secret to chanting. Always remain humble. And Prabhupada also instructed, don't become proud. It can ruin everything. How do we stay humble? So, there's one story. There's, in Mahaprabhu's pastimes, there's the Brahmana, Vasudeva. He had leprosy, right? Everyone know this story? He had leprosy all over his body. Open sores. The worms, they'd fall out of his, they had living parasites in his body. He'd take them and put them back in. He didn't want to inconvenience them. Such humility. So Lord Chaitanya, on his tour of South India, he was in a village where this Brahmin was, but then he left, and this Brahmin Vasudeva, he was running to that place where he had Lord Chaitanya, but he had missed him. And he says, I didn't get to see Mahaprabhu. But Lord Chaitanya knew. He came back, and he gave darshan to this Brahmin, embraced him, and just see Mahaprabhu, he doesn't care. Devotees, open sores, in the stories that Goswamis too. He embraced, loving embrace to this Brahmana, and immediately the Brahmana's body transformed. Very, very beautiful body. And embraced by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So then the Brahmin, he was very worried, I got such special mercy. I'm going to become puffed up now. my Lord, please. How can I become humble? How can I stay humble, not become proud? You give me special mercy. Anyone know what he said? Yeah. Constantly chant, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Constantly chant and pray, again from the cores of our hearts, that we can, Krishna gives us the intelligence to stay humble and not fall in the pitfalls of Maya. And so a few more things, and we can ask some questions if you have any. Then, so it says again, to hear from the liberated soul. Who could be a dearer person? Who could be a dearer devotee than our Srila Prabhupada? Our Srila Prabhupada, everybody's Srila Prabhupada. There's a couple stories, very wonderful stories. Mother Jamuna tells one time. There was a kirtan going on, very ecstatic kirtan, Prabhupada leading, and all of a sudden Prabhupada just starts chanting, Narada Muni Bhajai, starts chanting, glories to Narada Muni. And Yamuna said it was like ecstatic kirtan. She couldn't conceive, just so much ecstasy in the air. And then she was wondering why Srila Prabhupada did that. Then I said the next day, or I think it was, she asked Srila Prabhupada, he said, you did not see? Narada Muni had come. Narada Muni had come. And then another story, our Padmalochan Prabhu lived here for many years in Vrindavan. He's now passed on. But he was in London when Srila Prabhupada was coming to London, and they made covered a Vyasa sign, made a new Vyasa sign, a new cover, and Padmalochan was the main one that was doing it. So Prabhupada came and he made a comment, very nice, and then after the arrival address, he went up to his room, and shortly afterward, they were calling for Padmalochan. He said, Padmalochan, should come. Prabhupada's inquiring about the Vyasa sign. So he went up to Prabhupada's room. Prabhupada said, very nice, I like the Vyasa sign. He said, could you make two more? Just like same thing but small. He said, because Lord Brahma and Narada Muni come every day to I think it was the evening artik. They're coming to the artik. So you think Srila Prabhupada's making a joke, or you think he's telling a lie? Of course not. This is the caliber of Srila Prabhupada. We heard from Dina Bandhu the other day, a nice Radharani Katha. He's talking about Narada Muni, right? How exalted Narada Muni. He's coming to see Srimati Radharani, isn't it? He's coming to Rishabhanu's house. He's in all the Shastra. He's everywhere, wherever he wants to be. He's free. And he's coming to get Prabhupada's association. Also, they're the greatest living entities, the greatest personalities in this universe. Lord Brahma, Narada Muni, coming to see our Srila Prabhupada. So just imagine the position of Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So it's essential for us every day to immerse ourselves in Prabhupada's Katha. Prabhupada says, I've given you these books. These books are there for the next 10,000 years. He said, and we have his audios. Only wish is to have my conscience purified by the words emanating from his lotus mouth. He says, every day you should be, like you take water and pour it from the pitcher. Every day you should be pouring in your ears this divine katha from Srila Prabhupada. And this is what will give us strength and enthusiasm to go on with our Krishna consciousness day after day after day. This is what will enliven us when we read Prabhupada books. So everyone, please take advantage. ISKCON founder Jai Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. And it says, Ebi Jas Vyushuk Tribhufana. His glories are all over the three worlds. This is a fact. So, Jai Srila Prabhupada. So any comments or questions? Prabhuji?
Thank you, Prabhu. Very nice. Your last comments were the story of Jamuna, when Prabhupada changed his mantra, and the second was when he asked Padmalochan, you said his name?
Yeah, Padmalochan.
Had built a nice ISKCON for Prabhupada and asked him to make 2 additional ISKCONs. So I have an experience in Calcutta. Prabhupada had his quarters there, and I was his servant and guard, along with Kartikeya Swami. And one night, we were sitting there, or I was awake, Kartikeya was sleeping at that time, and suddenly Srila Prabhupada began to, this was his time of translation, and he had been working, and then suddenly he began to talk to somebody. And I heard him talking, and I didn't think that anyone had gone into Prabhupada's room. And I didn't know if I had fallen asleep and someone had mysteriously snuck by us and went into Prabhupada's room. But Prabhupada continued, and their conversation continued for some time. I woke up Kartikeya Swami, and I said, who's Prabhupada talking to? Who's he with? And we didn't ask Prabhupada, but as you said, every day, Radha Muni and Lord Brahma come to visit Prabhupada. So it was one of those persons who come.
Jai. All right, thank you. So this is our great fortune. And we're all intrinsically connected to Srila Prabhupada. No matter who your Guru Maharaj is, everybody's Guru Maharaj is Srila Prabhupada. So all the mercy of Srila Prabhupada is available to each and every one of us. Nobody's excluded. Any other comments or questions? Yes, Prabhupada?
How do we reconcile, on the one hand, the quote that you mentioned from Chaitanya Charitamrita, wherein, I don't know if it's from Chaitanya Charitamrita, but the point is that one name of Krishna is worth however many names of Vishnu. Personally, at least, I would tend to develop a sense of superiority, a sense of feeling better than Sri Vaishnavas, for example, who chant Om Namo Narayana. And yet we also hear from our acharyas that the Sri Sampradaya, for example, is one of the 4 bona fide Sampradayas. So how do we reconcile these 2 things? And especially since you mentioned the notion of humility and Tinadati, how do we maintain a humble attitude and not develop a superiority complex, thinking about
Right.
Krishna's name?
Right. Yeah, well, as devotees, we're always respectful, any of the 4 sampradayas are there. And it says that verse, sampradaya vihinaye mantraste nispalamataha. You have to be in one of these sampradayas to have any success in spiritual life. So the other sampradayas are there, and we have to show them all respect. And Gopal, you have a comment?
Just an additive to that is that these names of Krishna. You mentioned the 1,000 names of Vishnu. In every yajna that is performed, they are always begun by the chanting of Om. So Om is also Krishna. And as time has progressed from Sattva Yuga, Treta Yuga, and now Kali Yuga, there was a mantra that was significant for those periods of time. And now we are in Kali Yuga. And so therefore, Kali Yuga, the Maha Mantra, is the prescribed process for chanting. So no diminishing to anyone who chants any name of Krishna. So if you want to chant just Om, okay, that's good. You're going to achieve a certain level of thing. But Prabhupada would describe many times there's an escalator and there's an elevator and there's a stairway. So if one uses the stairway, it takes a long time to reach the pinnacle of the building. Escalator is a little faster, but the most expedient way is the elevator. So in Kali Yuga, we're sitting in this elevator and we push the button to the top floor and we go immediately.
Jai Prabhu, thank you. Again, we're saying too how Kali Yuga, we see how it's an ocean of faults, and it's just the beginning of Kali Yuga. So Prabhupada says, if you have sores all over your body, it's Kali Yuga, it's an ocean. So what are you going to do? You put ointment here, ointment. So you have to dip yourself in the ointment. And so that ointment, that salve, is the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Like we hear the songs by Bhakti-yoga Thakur, what's he say? Dive yourself into the holy name, isn't it? Dive completely. Kirtaniya Siddhahari. So this is the instruction. To pray that we can become offenseless in our chanting, and never stop chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. This is the instruction we've been given by Srila Prabhupada. If you read the letters, I've had the opportunity to read most of the letters Srila Prabhupada wrote. Every day in the letters he's saying, same thing, chant these 16 rounds and follow the 4 regulative principles. This is the key to our success. Chant these 4, follow these 4 regulative principles, chant 16 rounds, hear the rounds attentively from the heart. Chant more. He said there's no limitation. You can chant as much, but minimum 16. One of the leaders was chanting 15 rounds a day. Prabhupada said, no, you got to chant 16 rounds. It's not 4, it's not 8, it's not 13, 14, 15, it's 16 rounds. This is the order of Srila Prabhupada. And that order has all the Shakti in it. You get the same results of someone chanting 64 rounds or 100, Haridas Thakur, we're following his footsteps. Prabhupada said, I know you're so fallen in Kali Yuga, but chant 16. If you chant this faithfully without offenses, you can come to the topmost level of devotional service. And read Prabhupada's books, hear his lectures on his audio, hear his bhajans. This is our duty. We're all followers of Srila Prabhupada. Anything else? Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you very much.